What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Degen Alpha. I'm your host, Taco. I hope you're having a wonderful hump day. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It's a big day. We've got the FOMC meeting in about an hour and a half, or about an hour. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's coming up today in the next few hours. What is up, Nicole? Tommy Martin? Yes, it is Blunt Wednesday. It's blunt every day. All right, Truck Dano, Shake and Bake. Shaka Nuwanda Bob. Okay, I like it. Tizo, Cars and Crypto. What is up, guys? I'm glad you're joining me today. Smash that like button. Let's get some more people in here. I had like a crazy little segue between the stream I was doing this morning. Let's just get right into it. You know, let's actually avoid this for 1 second. Let's go to this account. Round Table Space. Yes, I was doing a space. Actually, I was doing a live stream on this account earlier today. If you want to check it out, I was playing ev.io. It's a really fun game. It's a browser-based game, and it's a first-person shooter. You can jump right in and play it. You don't even have to create an account or register, but there are NFTs involved, so you can even pretty much beat everybody in the game. Oh, man. You can beat everybody in the game if you essentially get some NFTs, level them up, get some kills. And yeah, so it was crazy. I had about 30 minutes to get this stream ready. And then I got a call from my grandma that I haven't heard from in about, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years. Unfortunately, she is suffering from dementia. So she called me. She meant to call my mom, but it was good to hear from her. But it was like right at 1:30. So I was scrambling around. I'm glad you guys are sticking around though. But yeah, so watch this or check this game out if you're interested in first-person shooters. This game is on Solana, so it is a Web3 game. It was really, really fun. I have to say it was probably the funnest I've had on a Web3 game in a long time. The last time I had this much fun was on Dookie Dash. And I believe on a stream maybe, I don't know, last week or maybe the week before, I joined the first round, I guess beta, you want to call it, for getting into that game, the unclogged Dookie Dash. What's up, Indie Halo? Johnny December, what's going on, guys? Sufficient enough. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So yeah, if you want to check out that game, head to the Mariana Falls Roundtable Space account and just scroll down just a few, and it's right there. It's really fun. I recommend at least trying it out if you like first-person shooters like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is my favorite game. But all right. That's enough. That's enough housekeeping. Actually, I guess, is a little bit more housekeeping. Degen Alpha Show, give us a follow. We are live Monday through Friday at a new time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is your guide to confident blockchain navigation and, of course, the wildest degenerate crypto picks, handpicked by me, crypto_taco 01. I almost messed up my name there. All right, we keep on losing followers. Oh, well, it is what it is. All right, let's get into it, though. The vibes are immaculate at the Solana Breakpoint. Here's just a little clip from their, it looks like their main stage or one of their stages, or I see a lot of escalators on the left and the right-hand side. So maybe this is as soon as you walk into the venue. Let's check it out. And I'm feeling good. All right, let's see if we recognize any of these. Soul Flare, I recognize Soul Flare. Pith, I recognize Pith. This looks like the OKX wallet. Let's see what else. It's a little blurry. Let's see if we can recognize any more. Phantom Wallet, Bybit. Let's see what else. Camino, we love Camino on this channel. And probably more that I recognize, but it's a little too blurry, so I can't really see it. Looks like Vitalik found his way onto the stage. Let's see what he has to say or sing.
All the rest of them, it's mathematical. No more double spend, it's encryptable. Put your cash in your brain or it's wearable. A new form of wealth begins. Wait, who here actually remembers that one? Okay,
all right, guys, that is the founder of Ethereum. What do you guys think? What do you guys feel about that? Maybe he needs a few singing lessons, I think. That's just the least of his worries. I think he's got to worry more about the Ethereum blockchain. Let's see what it's looking like. It is at $2,300 down on the week, 2.36% down on the day, almost 3%. Bitcoin is sitting at $59,848. It's up on the week. And it just changed. It's up on the week, 3.72%. Tommy Martin says sell. Adam Bates is laughing. Indy Halo is laughing. I mean, the guy is a character. You got to remember, this guy came from World of Warcraft. One of his main characters got nerfed, and he was heartbroken. He was heartbroken because he wants a world that's decentralized, where the majority rules, democracy, and that's why he created Ethereum. All the money in the world can't make that voice sound good, says Crypto Beehive. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's like a lullaby. He's a great singer. All right, let's look at the markets. Nervos Network is having a great week. 93% gain on Nervos. I wonder if they had like an update or an upgrade or some bullish news that came out, because that's a crazy percent gain on the weekly, sitting at a 769 million market cap. You know what? We could do anything on this show. Let's check out the Nervos Network. Let's see why it's pumping. Oh, man. I think my grandma is keep on calling me. What do I do? I gave her my mom's number, so maybe I'll give her a call after the stream. I told her I was in an important meeting. This is an important meeting, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Nervos Network, nervos.bit. Maybe they have their own ENS service on the Nervos Network. Is this the main account? Nervos community account. Nervos Foundation running CKB. Is this the actual account? Here's the link to their website. I felt the Warlock nerf. I changed mains to a rogue. Exactly, man. Yeah, they nerfed his main character and he was heartbroken. So you know what he did? He came out and created one of the biggest blockchains in the world. All right, common knowledge base contract kernel of Bitcoin. Nervos CKB is the first fully Bitcoin isomorphic layer 2 solution utilizing proof of work and UTXO models. Its main goal is to enhance Bitcoin by adding programmability and scalability through the RGB++ protocol, the UTXO stack, and the CKB Lightning Network. All right, so it's a layer 2 on Bitcoin. I thought that Stacks was the main layer 2 on Bitcoin. Looks like people are catching on to Nervos now. Supreme security and decentralization. CKB leverages the battle-tested proof-of-work consensus algorithm to ensure exceptional security and decentralization under all conditions. It is truly decentralized, permissionless, and uniquely resistant to capture by adversarial actors. So I guess you can't 51% attack it. Unmatched flexibility and interoperability, utility-driven tokenomics, modular architecture. Get started, launch your own Nervos sidechain, build on hardware, not software. Build universal decentralized applications. Okay, so this is like the same old type of website that you find for any blockchain. Gives you all the information about it. But what I want to know is, all right, so mining, wallets, journey, ecosystem. What did they come out? Why is it pumping? Why is it pump almost 100%? This came out 10 hours ago. Announced support for BTC and CKB Lightning networks and introduces stablecoin payments. You got to answer your grandma's phone call. I know, but she has dementia, so she'll keep calling and calling and calling and calling and calling, which it's unfortunate. I love her to death, but it is what it is. I could be on the phone for 5 hours with her, and you know what it is. Let's just keep it moving. I did talk to her. Don't get me wrong. I love my grandma, but she's trying to reach my mom, and I gave her my mom's number. And I believe this is so much personal information, but whatever. I gave her my mom's number. My mom has been trying to reach her for months, but she has her phone off. So it's unfortunate. I will. If she calls me one more time, I will answer. Okay? I promise. I promise. All right. Let's get into the crypto markets. Come on, guys. All right, so BNB is down, Solana's down. I hope Solana turns around. I hope the whole market turns around when we get to the FOMC meeting and it comes out as bullish for crypto, like a 25, 50, or 75 basis point interest rate. So let's see. It is going to be in 30 minutes. Powell to declare rate cuts. This is from the CNN News 18 account. So looks like people are in the waiting room. There are 337 people waiting. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, showed you guys that. I showed you guys Vitalik's lovely voice. Some bullishness for some meme coins on Solana. Looks like WIF is going to be added to Gemini. Let's check out the WIF chart. Let's see what's going on with good old WIF. All right, let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right, let's not zoom out that far. We are on the daily here. So is this one of the oldest charts we got? That's definitely not it. You know what they should add to CoinMarketCap or TradingView is like a time frame, like launched 2017 or 2020 or 2022. So it tells you like the age of the chart. Let's just stick with Binance for now. All right. So it peaked out at $4.85 and it's currently down 69%. This thing shot out of a cannon when it first was created. That doesn't even do its justice because I remember BJ was buying this thing for pennies. And yeah, it shot up to a 4.8 billion market cap. Is that correct? Let's check. Whoops. WIF. All right, let's go to market cap and then go to all time. Yeah, it got to a 4.8 billion market cap. I think it's pretty much forming support, you could say. I mean, it's hard to say because it's only touched once. But at like a 1.16 or 1.12 billion market cap. It's currently sitting at 1.4. Let's go back to price. And then let's go back to TradingView actually. So let's see if we can do like a fib on this. All right, let's see. So to get to the bottom of the golden pocket, that would be like a 30% move. It got rejected twice in the past, on August 8th and on August 24th. Ready to catch the bottom, Tommy Martin? Yeah. It seems to be forming some sort of bottom around like $1.36, $1.34. Seems to be bounced off of it. You could say like once here, twice. Let's zoom in. Yeah, it's binging and bonging around here. So maybe after it gets added to Gemini, a lot of the retail on Gemini will want to own it. In today's day and age, though, like it was, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, you actually had to like wait for these things to get onto exchanges because people necessarily didn't use their Web3 wallets as much as they do today. And exchanges wanted to keep all of the money on their exchanges. So I love to see like Coinbase, they created Base and they're like pushing people to use the on-chain network Base, which was not a thing just a year ago. So let's see, with to get to the golden pocket, that'd be $1.97. To get to the top would be $2.53. Be like a 67% gain. And it has done that in the past. What percent gain was this? That was a 91% gain. So looking at market cipher B down here, the RSIs are together. So we were going to hope that this kind of does something like it did back here, where they start to go on their upward trajectory. Money flow has been in the red ever since May. So money, again, I mean, obviously you can see it in the chart, but money has been leaving the asset pair, WIF versus Tether. On market cipher B, though, this could head down even further. But at the same time, it could very dramatically change course. So let's go to like the 4 hour and see what we can come up with. 4 hour here on WIF. Yeah, WIF on the 4 hour looks like it wants to head to the downside. You have the momentum wave very dramatically heading to the downside after it got that red dot. Look at that. Anchor wave, trigger wave. So this thing could really head to the downside. What was that last move? How much percent down was that? That was 9%. If we get down 9%, it would bring us down to $1.40, $1.42. So you could kind of speculate that it has already made like most of the move that it might make. But I mean, let's say that we don't get bullish info from the FOMC meeting. This could really tank the markets. Like, what if they decide not to cut rates? I mean, you got Elizabeth Warren calling for 75 basis points. I believe the market has settled on like a 50 basis point. But even so, any of those, 25, 50, or 75 will be bullish for crypto. They actually have to cut rates and reverse them because they've been hiking them up. All right, let's see what else I got. Fintech. European fintech Revolt app said to be planning a stablecoin. So that seems to be the wave nowadays. All of these companies are creating stablecoins. I mean, if you go to CoinMarketCap, let's see, do they have a stablecoin tab? No, they don't. But I know there's a bunch of them. Obviously, you got Tether, USDC. Let's see what else. DAI, you got DAI up there. First Digital USD. Let's see. I know you've got even PayPal USD. And then I was even looking at this yesterday for the curve pools. If you go to, where is it? Let's go back to swap. Actually, no, let's go to pools. Let's see. Stable. All right. So you got USDE, SDAI, SUSDE, Frax USDE, Frax DAI, USD 0, USD 0 plus plus, a whole bunch of different ones. But then if you go to Convex and you go to stake, let's see what different liquidity pool tokens are available. And if you go to, where is it? Variable APR. I believe this changes. Okay. So there was one yesterday I found that was like 500%. It seems to have gone down dramatically because it's not here anymore. I think it was RUSD. I think this was the pool. Yeah, that's very weird. It's not there anymore. Let's get rid of it. Let's see if we can find it again. Well, right now, the pool I'm in is giving you the highest variable APR of 282% with a V curve boost of 1.97%. Let's check out our position. So we have $1,700 in this. We have 59 liquidity pool tokens. And right now, its claimable amount is $75. I believe I've already claimed like $300 or $400. Let's check. I put it into wrapped Ethereum. Yeah, we're at $490 of wrapped Ethereum. So far I've generated around $565 in this position. I have two other positions open on my personal computer, and those have generated around $500-$600 each. So it's pretty lucrative. Pretty lucrative. Hey, Nicole's back. Glad to have you back. All right, let's see what else I got. So ZK compression is live on Solana mainnet. So this is not so much for you and me, but this is for Solana developers to launch dApps on to the Solana mainnet at 1,000th the cost. They're saving that much more money by allowing for ZK compressions. You can see their little video here. Instead of, let's back it up. All right, mint token, 50 cents every single time. But then it's like 0.0005 cents every single time. So this is just like an example, but the amount of now dApps that are going to be able to be created at a fraction of the cost makes this super, super bullish. And then Marty Party also commented on it. Solana implements ZK compression on mainnet beta. This feature offers Solana developers 1000x cost savings, addressing state growth and laying the ground for ZK compute on the platform. Zero knowledge is ZK. That's what that means. All right. So, do you guys like to DCA? If you bought Bitcoin every single day like El Salvador, the government did, you'd have a 49% return on your crypto since November 18th, 2022. So, just for the past 2 years, you would have over 50% or about a 50% return on your crypto. Buying 671 Bitcoin for 40.19 million at an average cost of $40,136, and they have an unrealized profit of 13.26 million, or that 49%. So it's pretty impressive. And this is also pretty impressive. Remember last cycle, it was like every other week or month, Solana's mainnet was going down. I guess you can attribute that to maybe like FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. He might have been doing some sketchy stuff when the mainnet was down. So good to see. Solana seen 100% uptime in the last 7 months. We are close to the longest period of 100% uptime in a row. Solana's getting more stable by the day. This is still playing. Let's turn that off. All right, SWI market cap. So I think I mentioned SWI yesterday, or maybe I meant to, but never did. But Marty Party here thinks that SWI market cap is playing out a cup and handle pattern with a price target of 3.184 billion market cap. So SWI has been doing pretty good in the last few months. Come on. All right, SWI. Yeah, I wish I bought this thing under $1. Let's see how low it got. All time. So it got to around 42 cents, 38 cents, blasted to about $2.08. So what is that percent gain? Let's go to the trading view. Actually, let's look at, no, I don't want to change topics just yet. All right. So we are on, let's go to the daily. So that 38 cents up to about $2.08 for a 485% gain. So let's go back to trading view or coin market cap. So if we go to market cap, let's speculate what this Marty Party is seeing here. So let's go to the yearly. So is this the cup and handle he's talking about? This little one right here, or is it kind of this one right here? In other words, it has bounced. It has. The resistance level for SWI has been 2.68 billion, 2.67 billion, my mistake. And it looks to have blast past that. Now we're at 3.1 billion. And now we're in price discovery mode. Essentially with the market cap, it had a higher market cap. Actually, no, it didn't. So does that mean that less tokens are now in circulation? There's only 26.8% of the tokens in circulation. Can we go to token unlocks? Let's see if SWI has like a big cliff or something coming up. SWI. All right, get rid of that. Emissions on the 7-day is 4.59 million SWI. What's happening, says Paula Serrano. Oh, just checking out the crypto markets, waiting for the FOMC meeting. Earlier today, I was playing a Web3 game on Solana. Just being a degenerate crypto user. So we're on now SWI. We want to see if any crazy token unlocks are coming. No cliff unlocks. That's good. Linear unlocks. So it looks like, according to this, 4.59 million SWI or 5.42 million SWI comes out every 7 days. What about on the daily? So about $767,000 comes out every single day. On the month, I think I need to upgrade my plan if I want to see that. So this is, it might be good to own this plan in the future. Maybe reach out to Token Unlocks and see if they want to partner so I could provide this for my community. You can pay in ETH or USDC. That's pretty nice. So for Pro, let's see, $39.95 per month. Okay, that's pretty hefty. That's a pretty hefty price. But I would just stick with free for now. It gives you pretty good information. 2 minutes, you got the website to see what changes, Taco, question mark? 2 minutes. You got the website. What do you mean, Indie Halo? Nero says Ant Rocks, New York. Timothy Murphy. Evening, y'all. All right, so that is the clip for Sui here. So it has been up in the last about month and a half, over 147%. Let's see if we get back up to all-time high. That'd be an 83% gain. I would expect Sui, like what was Marty Party's little thing here? 3.184 billion market cap. That's what we're currently at, right? So, I mean, he called out the cup and handle pattern, and it has played out so far. So, yeah, again, I wish I bought Sui down in like, oh, but meeting is in, they post rate changes in 1 minute, but meeting is in 30 minutes. Is anyone over here saying any good information? No sell. This where we come to watch old man talk about percent. Yeah, did they already come out with the rate cuts? FOMC rate cuts today. I don't think they've come out with the information yet. Expects to cut interest rates for the first time in 4 years. All right. Federal Reserve officials are expected to lower interest rates for the first time in 4 years as they shift from fighting inflation to protecting against an economic downturn. So you can see we're up to like 5.75%-ish. Expected to be a 0.25 or a 5-point decrease. Bitcoin is pumping. Is it? Hey, it is. Very slightly, but it could be the start of something beautiful. Let's go to Coinbase. Yeah, so this candle right now is pretty equalized on the top and the bottom with the wicks. So this is that candle that everyone's watching right now. 4-hour candle. What does a 1-hour candle look like? All right, there we go. We got the momentum wave on Market Cipher B. The green dot was an hour ago. So you could have front ran this little move here. What was that percent move so far? Probably like 1%, 1.442%. Do we want to open a long? Do we want to go crazy and open a long? Where is my Coin W? Let's see. Hopefully I'm already signed in. Service unavailable. Oh shit. Unavailable. Let's actually take this off the stream for a second. I could actually just scan it with my app. I'll do that. Where are we at? Where's Coin W? There it is. So this is a pretty cool feature. You can have the app on your phone and then you can scan it here. Oh, great. I got to sign in on my phone too. Awesome. All right, now I got to select 3 images of a refrigerator. Security, right? All right, I'm in. Now I could scan the code. Oh, God. Where is it? There it is. Authorize. Perfect. Here we go. We're in. Are we too late, though? Do you think the move is already done? Get rid of all these pop-ups on my screen. They keep on coming. Clear all. There we go. All right, let's do this. Let's do... God, I'm going to miss this move. Let's go crazy today. Why not? All right, so we are in a Bitcoin long, 11% leverage. So my size is $182. So let's hope for the best. Let me bring the chat back up. Shake is here waiting for it to start. I'll let everyone know when it starts. Oh no, we're going down. We're going down. Uh-oh. What's my liquidation at? 55K. That's really far down. I do not recommend doing this, by the way. Do not trade leverage on FOMC day because, I mean, it wicks up and down very fast. But, I mean, it's a small position. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Let's go to, like, the 15-minute. Still showing bullishness on the 15-minute. I bet the 1 minute already curled over, though. Yeah, we got the momentum. We had the red dot on the 1 minute. Could just be a little just, you know, testing out the traders. Because what is this wick right now? This is a 1.24% wick. Yeah, I caught the top, guys. Oh well. Let's see. Is it going yet? Not yet. 10 minutes. Let's go back here. This one's 30 or 24 minutes ago. Oh, this one starts in 24 minutes. Where markets stand ahead of the Fed decision. The major averages flickered near the flat line as the Fed's rate reserve decision approaches. As of 1:39 p.m. Eastern Time, so this was 24 minutes ago, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ composite were up nearly 0.1%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed about 28 points, or just shy of 0.1%. Treasury yields inched up with the rate on the 10-year note trading at about 3.67%, reflecting a nearly 4 basis point jump. The 2-year Treasury yield added about 5 basis points to trade at 3.64. So what's the market doing? Is it still going up or is it going down? Yeah, we lost that 1% move that we just got. It was so fast. Oh, wait, might be heading back up. We'll see. We'll see. Front running this. If this breaks out, though, that'd be pretty nice. Is this a look at this? Is this a cup and handle? Maybe. Take that. And do something like that, maybe, for a price target of 63,737. Little bounce up. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. That would be a nice little cup and handle move on the 30-minute. Let's go to the trading view, though. Looks different on trading view than it does on CoinW. Oh, wait, am I on the different time frame? That would help. Let's get on the right time frame. Yeah, like maybe this is a cup and handle. A little sideways one. And if you extend that out just a little bit. And what is this price target? 64,465. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get another indicator in here. Where are the indicators? I don't want to upgrade. I got to get rid of Market Cipher DBSI right now. Get rid of that. Now we could do this. VRVP. Wait, why can't I add it? I just got rid of one of my indicators. So I can add it. What? All right, let's add Market Cipher DBSI again. Showing a 17 bull versus a -5 bear on the 30-minute. This can get as high as 28 and as low as -5. So the bears are not in control on the 30-minute time frame. RSIs are heading up. Money flow is heading into the green. Very, very slightly in the red, and that lasted 2 hours. So let's hope. Let's hope for a nice bounce right here. Let's get up to 61,375. That'd be nice. Money flow is in the red on the 15-minute. What's the 4-hour look like? Yeah, look at that wick on the 4-hour. This is the FOMC meeting wick. About 1.8 to the upside and a 1.24 to the downside. Ooh, Tommy Martin just went long on Arrow and caught that candle. Let's check out our Arrow position. Just got to wait for the pools to populate. All right, here we go. This has been a really great position that I've entered into. So I put $1,200 in here. Equal parts USDC, equal parts Arrow. And right now, 674 times 2, so minus 1,200. So I made $148 on my staked USDC and Arrow. And then I also have $71 down here in Arrow rewards. So plus 71. So I've made $219 on this position in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. You have to deposit into the liquidity pool that you want to enter into, and then you have to stake your liquidity pool tokens in order to get the emissions, because you're just going to get the trading fees, which are barely anything, 13 cents and 12 cents, but we want to get the emissions. And that would that increases your APR by 66%. It changes, it goes up a little bit, down a little bit, but it's been steady in the 60s this whole time. Let's check out our Camino position. So we started off with $1,000 in this Camino position. I'll go to the overview. So I'm getting 8.55% 7-day fees on this position. It was higher. It was around 30%. So it is PYUSD and Judo Sol. It's pumping? Well, that's Sui. Let's go to our position. Hey, you said it was pumping. I'm down 10% or $1.65. I think if we lose 59K, I'm going to close this in a loss. That's all right, though. We'll just have to wait and see. Because, yeah, look at this candle, man. The wicks are insane. The bears and the bulls are just fighting, and they've kind of settled around 60K, give or take a few $100s. Arrow is pumping. There you go. There you go. Nice little bump up on Arrow. It's up on the week, 28%. So this is definitely, when I entered that Arrow liquidity pool, was a great time to enter, because I think it was like around down here when it was like 50 cents, 55 cents. So I really got a nice boost on my position just because of the price of Arrow going up. Ooh. We're live. Let's see what he has to say. Put in the chat what you guys think it's going to be. 25, 50, 75 basis points, or nothing. What do you guys think? It is live. We are live, right? Yep, this is live. He's backstage preparing, you know. He's got to be able to put his game face on, let us know about the data. Everything is to do with the data. And I guess what we could do is, let's do this. Look at that, guys. Let's go to like the 5 minute. All right, boys and girls. The moment we've all been waiting for the past 4 months. They might actually cut interest rates. I mean, it's pretty certain. U.S. Fed rate cut. That's what they named their stream. So we got Truck Dano, 50%. Nicole thinks nothing. Tommy Martin, 25. Timothy Murphy, 25. Truck Dano, 50. Everyone's just getting all settled in, it looks like. I guess there's no audio yet. It's already out. It's 0.5. Where are you finding this information? Tools. Anytime. Past hour. 4 minutes ago. Interest rates cut by 0.5 point. Powell speech in focus.
Mountain to combat
This is just a video.
inflation so fast that it raises
So is this how it works? They let everyone know before Jerome Powell even comes out and talks? All right, we're slowly creeping up on Bitcoin. Maybe if it wicks, it sticks. So we're gonna get to 61K. That'd be really nice. Shake and bake trades, the FOMC. Me too. Me too. We just gotta wait for our position to get back up to be positive. Oh, Market Watch released the news. Thank you, Crypt Gary 88 or CPT. The meeting is when you see how they answer the questions. Second reaction. Gotcha. I guess real quick, if you want to trade leverage on CoinW, might as well join the Degen Alpha Telegram channel. You can find the link in the pinned tweet on Degen Alpha Show X account. And if you go to referral links, CoinW right there, leverage trade with no KYC, it gives me the message that you can't use it in the United States, but then it just allows me to log in. So I haven't had an issue. And if you want to get TradingView, you can get $15 for free with my link. And if you want the indicators that I use, you can use this link right here. And then if you want to use EtherFi for insane liquid restake token rewards, you can use that link. And if you want to trade with one of the best bots, BullX bot, you can use this link. All right, so we flipped from bearish to bullish on the DBSIs here. This is on the 5 minute. All right. Come on, Jerome Powell. Let's see. Let's go. You got people waiting. You got like half of the financial dudes in America waiting. Probably more than half. Probably like 90% of the financial dudes. Anyone trading Mu Deng meme? It's Chinese for jiggly pork. Ooh, we're pumping. We're barely pumping, but it's going up. We got the green dot on the 5 minute. Who's this girl? She's directing people around very... Actually, she's smiling. She's nice. She's a nice lady, guys. All right, let's check it out. Very close. 4.5% away from where I entered in. I'm still confident. Can I make this any bigger? There we go. Jiggly pork, moo dang. I want to look at that one. This is the token I looked at yesterday. It's up. Moo dang. Moo dang. This came out 7 days ago. 26 million market cap. 659K in liquidity. Holy crap. This looks beautiful. Nice parabolic move. And it's going parabolic right now. Hey, and Bitcoin's moving. Bitcoin's moving. Are we positive yet? Oh, so close. So close. Johnny December. Love Arrow, one of my biggest bags. Are you voting and staking it on Aerodrome? Or are you just accumulating it? Am I gonna miss out on this parabolic move on Mudeng? Very nice, very nice. So I guess this is the meme. I like it. I love you, Mudang. Look at that. All right, so this is the story. Meet Mudang, the internet's newest sensation. Born on July 10th, 2024. I mean, this baby hippo, I mean, it's been doing good. It's been doing good. It's currently pumping right now. It's in price discovery mode. Let's, whoops. Are we on market cap? Yeah, we got to go to price. 11 million volume, too. Wow. Whoops. Let's check out our position. It keeps on going down. Still no sign of Japow. Am I going to be buying the top if I buy this? It's currently at all-time high. I usually do not like to buy big green candles, and I especially do not like to buy all-time high candles. I like the meme. I like it. This thing is going parabolic. Still no sign. He got cold feet. Bitcoin, 38K. Kang Dangus, what are you thinking? All right, all right. I'll buy it before it pumps up even higher. But if I lose money, it's all your fault. I'm just kidding. All right, let's get 0.4. All right, I'm a Mudang millionaire now. I think I'm getting like, oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm getting 1,992. All right, I got some. It's processing. It should go through. It should. If there's no issues with the transaction. It should pop up here in a second once the transaction goes through. What's going on? What's going on? It's got legs. The zoo baby will stay cute for a bit, so it's got time. Johnny December, my buddy thinks 50 million market cap this weekend. How about a 500 million market cap? That'd be nice. All right, did my trade goes through? I don't think so. I don't think so. Didn't go through. Let's try one more time. Cliff Smith. I do it for the people, though. I do it for the people. If it doesn't go through this time, then I think it's a sign, and I'm probably not gonna try a third time. Because it's up 124% today. I bet it's moving so much, so I need to up my my slippage maybe. Yeah, the transaction hasn't even made it to the mainnet yet. What's my net worth? I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. All right, so that, oh my God. Good thing my transaction didn't go through. Someone just dumped it 15%. Good opportunity to get in, right? Bitcoin is slowly creeping up. I like it. But yeah, let's maybe wait a second. Maybe it's already peaked and we're going to go into a little valley now. Buy shit instead. Shitcoin. This one is 18 days old on Solana. This one's 4 months old on Telegram Ton. It's probably this one, right? All right. Smaller market cap, 6.9. Let's zoom out, though. Let's see how this thing is performed. So a lot of people got in and dumped it very early on. That wick is 82% wick. Good to hear. I'm glad that that's what you like to hear, Theodore. Yes, I do. I have probably 98% of my net worth in crypto. I have it across probably, I use Coinbase Exchange. So I've got a lot of stables on my Coinbase Exchange account because I'm getting 5.6% on my USDC. So it's super easy. I make money on Web3, in DeFi, airdrops, across all different blockchains. I try and find opportunities across all different blockchains. And like right now, I'm in like an Ethereum position on Curve Convex and using Tsunami. I'm in a Camino pool for PYUSD and Judo Sol. It's currently down 51% due to the price of Solana being down since I entered this position. I'm in this aerodrome position. And what else? I'm staking Mina in my Oro wallet. I'm staking Say in my Compass wallet. I'm staking Injective and Tia in my Kepler wallet. I'm delegating my my Cardano in my Nami wallet. I am liquid staking my Solana with Marinade, and then I'm using that liquid staked M Sol in Camino to earn double the rewards, essentially. So yeah, I like the opportunities that are in crypto, and I barely have any money in my bank account. I just will withdraw money from my Coinbase account to my bank account if I need to pay bills, because my bank account doesn't give me anything. It gives me 0.01% APY, APR, whereas my USDC on Coinbase is giving me 5.6%, up to $30,000. So it's pretty nice, way better than a bank. All right, Bitcoin's still creeping up. What's going on with our good old Mudong? Move that, go here, get rid of that little dot down there. I mean, guys, why didn't you tell me about this coin at the beginning of the stream? Oh, wait, I hear something.
And stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Our economy is strong overall and has made significant progress toward our
Can you guys hear him?
goals over the past 2 years. The labor market has cooled from its formerly overheated state. Inflation has eased substantially from a peak of 7% to an estimated 2.2% as of August. We're committed to maintaining our economy's
This is as
strength
loud as I
by
can make
supporting
him.
maximum employment and returning inflation to our 2% goal. Reduce the degree of policy
Whoops. What? My bad.
by lowering our policy interest rate by a half percentage point. This decision reflects our growing confidence that with an appropriate recalibration of our policy stance, strength in the labor market can be maintained in a context of moderate growth and inflation moving sustainably down to 2%. We also decided to continue to reduce our securities holdings. I will have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Recent indicators suggest that economic activity has continued to expand at a solid
All right, I might have been able to increase the volume on OBS, so let me know.
pace. GDP rose at an annual rate of 2.2% in the first half of the year, and available data point to a roughly similar pace of growth this quarter. Growth of consumer spending has remained resilient, and investment in equipment and intangibles has picked up from its anemic pace last year. In the housing sector, investment fell back in the second quarter after rising strongly in the first. Improving supply conditions have supported resilient demand and the strong performance of the U.S. economy over the past year. In our summary of economic projections, committee participants generally expect GDP growth to remain solid, with a median projection of 2% over the next few years. In the labor market, conditions have continued to cool. Payroll job gains averaged 116,000 per month over the past 3 months, a notable step down from the pace seen earlier in the year. The unemployment rate has moved up but remains low at 4.2%. Nominal wage growth has eased over the past year, and the jobs to workers gap has narrowed. Overall, a broad set of indicators suggest that conditions in the labor market are now less tight than just before the pandemic in 2019. The labor market is not a source of elevated inflationary pressures. The median projection for the unemployment rate in the SEP is 4.4% at the end of this year.
All right, maybe I can find a better YouTube video that actually bumps up his volume a little bit.
2.2% over the 12 months ending in August.
He's still
And that
pretty
excluding
quiet.
the volatile food and energy categories,
I have
core
the volume
PCE
as loud
prices
as this
rose
computer can go.
2.7%.
Volume at 100 here.
Longer-term inflation
Volume at
expectations
100
appear to
on my,
remain well anchored, as
my
reflected in a
Windows.
broad range of surveys of households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures from financial markets. The median projection in the SEP for total PCE inflation is 2.3% this year and 2.1% next year, somewhat lower than projected in June. Thereafter, the median projection is 2%. Our monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. For much of the past 3 years, inflation ran well above our 2% goal, and labor market conditions were extremely tight. Our primary focus had been on bringing down inflation, and appropriately so. We are acutely aware that high inflation imposes significant hardship.
Go, Bitcoin,
as it
go.
erodes purchasing power, especially for those least able to meet the
I think the whole
higher
market
costs
is
of
pumping right now if
essentials
Bitcoin's
like
pumping.
food, housing, and transportation. Our restrictive monetary policy has helped restore the balance between aggregate supply and demand, easing inflationary pressures and ensuring that inflation expectations remain well anchored. Our patient approach over the past year has paid dividends. Inflation is now much closer to our objective, and we have gained greater confidence that inflation is moving sustainably toward 2%. As inflation has declined and the labor market has cooled, the upside risks to inflation have diminished and the downside risks to employment have increased. We now see the risks to achieving our employment and inflation goals as roughly in balance, and we are attentive to the risks to both sides of our dual mandate. In light of the progress on inflation and the balance of risks, at today's meeting, the committee decided to lower the target range for the federal funds rate by a half percentage point to 4.75% to 5%. This recalibration of our policy stance will help maintain the strength of the economy and the labor market, and will continue to enable further progress on inflation as we begin the process of moving toward a more neutral stance. We are not on any preset course. We will continue to make our decisions meeting by meeting. We know that reducing policy restraint too quickly could hinder progress on inflation. At the same time, reducing restraint too slowly could unduly weaken economic activity and employment. In considering additional adjustments to the target range for the federal funds rate, the committee will carefully assess incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. In our SEP, FOMC participants wrote down their individual assessments of an appropriate path for the federal funds rate based on what each participant judges to be the most likely scenario going forward. If the economy evolves as expected, the median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 4.4% at the end of this year and 3.4% at the end of 2025. These median projections are lower than in June, consistent with the projections for lower inflation and higher unemployment, as well as the changed balance of risks. These projections, however, are not a committee plan or decision. As the economy evolves, monetary policy will adjust in order to best promote our maximum employment and price stability goals. If the economy remains solid and inflation persists, we can dial back policy restraint more slowly. If the labor market were to weaken unexpectedly or inflation were to fall more quickly than anticipated, we are prepared to respond. Policy is well positioned to deal with the risks and uncertainties that we face in pursuing both sides of our dual mandate. The Fed has been assigned two goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices. We remain committed to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal, and keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our success in delivering on these goals matters to all Americans. We understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
All right,
Steve Leach,
question
CNBC. Thank you,
time.
Mr. Chairman, for taking our questions. In July, you said you weren't necessarily thinking about a 50. You didn't want to be specific, but you said you weren't thinking about a 50. The inflation data last week came out a little firmer than expected. Retail was strong, third quarter GDP running 3%. So what changed and made the committee go 50, and how do you respond to the concerns that perhaps it shows the Fed is more concerned about the labor market? And I guess, should we expect more 50s in the months ahead? And based on what should we make that call? Thank you.
So, okay, a lot of questions in there. Let me jump in. Since the last meeting, we have had a lot of data come in. We've had the two employment reports.
The data's
July and
coming
August.
in.
We've also had two inflation reports, including one that came in during blackout. We had the QCEW report, which suggests that suggests that the payroll report numbers that we're getting may be artificially high and will be revised down. You know that. We've also seen anecdotal data like the Beige Book. So we took all of those and we went into blackout and we thought about what to do, and we concluded that this was the right thing for the economy, for the people that we serve, and that's how we made our decision. So that's one question. What was the second and third?
How do we make sorry, thank you, sir. How do we figure out in the months ahead, is there another 25 or 50 coming in? Based on what shall we make that call? Thank you.
Sure. So a couple things. A good place to start is the SEP, but let me start with what I said, which was that we're going to be making decisions meeting by meeting based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, the balance of risks. If you look at the SEP, you'll see that it's a process of recalibrating our policy stance away from where we had it a year ago when inflation was high and unemployment low, to a place that's more appropriate given where we are now and where we expect to be. And that process will take place over time. There's nothing in the SEP that suggests the committee is in a rush to get this done. This process evolves over time. Of course, that's a projection. That's a baseline projection. We know, as I mentioned in my remarks, that the actual things that we do will depend on the way the economy evolves. We can go quicker if that's appropriate. We can go slower if that's appropriate. We can pause if that's appropriate. But that's what we were contemplating. I would point you to the SEP as just an assessment of where of what the committee is thinking today, what the individual members rather of the committee are thinking today, assuming that their particular forecasts are realized.
Hi, Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. Thank you. The projections show that the Fed officials expect the Fed funds rate to still be above their estimate of long-run neutral by the end of next year. So does that suggest you see rates as restrictive for that entire period? Does that threaten the weakening of the job market that you said you'd like to avoid? Or does it suggest that maybe people see the short-run neutral as a little bit higher than long? Thank you.
I think the way I would really characterize it is this. I think people write down their estimate, individuals do. I think every single person on the committee, if you ask them what's your level of certainty around that, they would say there's a wide range where that could fall. So I think we don't know. There are model-based approaches and empirically based approaches that estimate what the neutral rate will be at any given time. But realistically, we know it by its works. So that leaves us in a place where we expect, in the base case, to be continuing to remove restriction, and we'll be looking at the way the economy reacts to that, and that'll be guiding us in our thinking about the question that we're asking at every meeting, which is our policy stance the appropriate one? We know, if you go back, we know that the policy stance we adopted in July of 2023 came at a time when unemployment was 3.5% and inflation was 4.2%. Today, unemployment is up to 4.2%, and inflation's down to a few tenths above 2. So we know that it is time to recalibrate our policy to something that is more appropriate given the progress on inflation and on
Bitcoin's
employment
going down
moving to a
now.
more sustainable level. So
need
the
to
balance
flip
of
this?
risks are now even. And this is the beginning of that process. I mentioned the direction of which is toward a sense of neutral. And we'll move as fast
used
or
to
as
work at a
slow
building
as we
supply
think is
company
appropriate in real time.
when
What you
the
have is
pandemic hit.
our individual
All of our
accumulation
building
individual
supply
estimates
prices
of what that will be in the
skyrocketed.
base case.
They have since come down.
Howard Schneider with Reuters. How close was this in terms of the decision? You do have the first dissent by a governor since 2005, I think. Was the weight clearly in favor of a 50, or was this a very close decision?
I think we had a good discussion. If you go back, I talked about this at Jackson Hole, but I didn't address the question of the size of the cut, left it open, and I think we left it open going into blackout. And so there was a lot of discussion back and forth, good diversity of division, excellent discussion today. I think there was also broad support for the decision that the committee voted on. So I would add, though, look at the SEP. All 19 of the participants wrote down multiple cuts this year, all 19. That's a big change from June, right? 7 of them wrote down 3 or more, 17 of the 19 wrote down 3 or more cuts, and 10 of the 19 wrote down 4 or more cuts. So, there is a dissent, and there's a range of views, but there's actually a lot of common ground as well.
Follow up to that, now that this is in the books, can you give us some guidance as sort of follow up to Steve on the pacing here? Would you expect this to be running every other meeting once we get into next year? For example?
We're gonna take it meeting by meeting. As I mentioned, there's no sense that the committee feels it's in a rush to do this. We made a good, strong start to this, and that's really, frankly, a sign of our confidence. Confidence that inflation is coming down toward 2% on a sustainable basis. That gives us the ability. We can, make a good, strong start, but and I'm very pleased that we did. To me, the logic of this, both from an economic standpoint and also from a risk management standpoint, was clear. But I think we're going to go carefully, meeting by meeting, and make our decisions as we go.
Hi, Chair Powell. Gina Smiley.
One more question, and then I'm going to call it.
You and your colleagues in your economic projections today see the unemployment rate climbing to 4.4% and staying there. Obviously, historically, when the unemployment rate climbs that much over a relatively short period of time, it doesn't typically just stop. It continues increasing. And so I wonder if you can walk us through why you see the labor market stabilizing, sort of what's the mechanism there, and what do you see as the risks?
So, again, the labor market is actually in solid condition. And our intention with our policy move today is to keep it there. You can say that about the whole economy. The U.S. economy is in good shape. It's growing at a solid pace. Inflation is coming down. The labor market is in a strong pace. We want to keep it there. That's what we're doing.
He said the U.S. economy is in a good place. Do you guys agree?
Sorry, Nick.
Nick Timmeros of the Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell, does today's action constitute a catch-up in action given recent substantial revisions to the employment data? Or is this larger than typical rate cut a function of the elevated nominal level of the policy rate such that an accelerated cadence could be expected to continue?
Okay. Multiple questions there. So I would say we don't think we're behind. We do not think we think this is timely. But I think you can take this as a sign of our commitment not to get behind. So it's a strong move. Sorry, your other question was?
Well, is this about what happened in the employment data between this meeting and the last meeting, or is this
Look
about
at that.
the level of the
SUI
funds
is
rate,
up about
the high
7% in the
nominal
last
level of funds
hour.
rate relative to what might be expected if you're trying to maintain equilibrium?
So I think it's about, we come into this with a policy position that was put in place, as you know, I mentioned in July of 2023, which was a time of high inflation and very low unemployment. We've been very patient about reducing the policy rate. We've waited. Other central banks around the world have cut, many of them several times. We've waited, and I think that patience has really paid dividends in the form of our confidence that inflation is moving sustainably down to 2%. So I think that is what enables us to take this strong move today. I do not think that anyone should look at this and say, oh, this is the new pace. You have to think about it in terms of the base case. Of course, what happens will happen. So in the base case, what you see is, look at the S&P. You see cuts moving along. The sense of this is we're recalibrating policy down over time to a more neutral level, and we're moving at the pace that we think is appropriate given developments in the economy in the base case. The economy can develop in a way that would cause us to go faster or slower, but that's what the base case says.
And if I could follow up on the balance sheet. In 2019,
All right, we're going to call it right there. Appreciate you guys sticking around for the FOMC meeting. We got 0.5% rate cuts. He says the economy is in good shape. I hope it gets better. I hope it gets better if he thinks this is in good shape. But, I mean, I guess he knows more than I do when it comes to the financial economy in the United States. I mean, he is the guy that is heading this whole meeting. So, appreciate you guys watching. Be here tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Nicole, reach out to me in the Telegram, and I'll help you out with that ton. I got you. Be blessed, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Taco out.